Hello traders and welcome to ChrisFX. This is how I made $2,700 just by trading fair value gaps. Using fair value gaps or otherwise FVGs is my preferable way to trade, and of course by combining it with my unique strategies that I have developed with certain rules, I can constantly call winning trades, and as a matter of fact, here we are. This is proof that I did call this trade, as you can see right here, with the risk to reward that you see exactly right here, and partials were closed of course along the way. If you check out this image exactly right here, you will see that this is the image that I also have exactly right here on TradingView. So this is just a small proof that this trade is a trade that I took, and I'm gonna show you how by using fair value gaps you can maximize the possibilities of you winning spectacular trades. And these are all things that I'm teaching in the academy and of course on the one-on-one mentoring, which is one of the best programs that you can choose. For this day right here, our bias was bullish, and since our bias was bullish, then this trade was very easy for me to take and call. First of all, if you haven't seen my scalping video where I'm explaining the concept of almost equal highs or equal lows, click on the top right of the screen right now and you will be able to watch this spectacular video. After you have watched this video, come back to this video and I will tell you what I was expecting to happen. As I said, as a bias, I had a bullish bias, and this was formed from the daily time frames. Now, if I move a step further, I will show you. There you go. This is the concept of almost equal lows. Below this area right here, there is liquidity below this area, because now we have this low, as you can see it. It is almost equal to this low, so there is liquidity, people are buying here. What is there below this area? And this was the concept also of my very previous video, which people didn't seem to watch a lot, but it is a very important video. There is a fair value gap. This was the first trade that I called somewhere around here, but I will show you. When I saw this type of reversal, I told people to close the trade and that this concept was invalidated. Nonetheless, my target was all the way up here, and if I move forward, you will see that this target would be hit as well. Now, are we done? No, we are not. Why? Because my bias remains bullish. With the very same concept, what types of FVGs do I have below this one? Since I have a bullish bias, I want to be buying out of one of these areas. But let's take it step by step and see what happens. Let me move forward. Now you can say that in lower time frames, let me show you, in lower time frames you have again the concept of almost equal lows. And it needs a little bit of experience, or I shall say a lot of experience, which you can gain easily. You can either wait for 2, 3, 4 years and you can keep thinking that everything is a scam, that trading is a scam, that ChrisFX is a scam, that everyone is a scam, which if you are willing to do, then I suggest that you quit trading. Overall, it is not for you 1000%, or you can go ahead and accelerate this whole process and join the academy or the mentoring or even the signals, where you can see me taking the trades and calling the trades with the bot. So when I'm taking the trade is instantly being called as I showed you on Telegram. Then you can use a Telegram to MT5 or Telegram to MT4, where your trades will be instantly taken without you needing to do anything. You just leave your PC open, you don't need to trade, and you can pass challenges just by me trading. So it is a value for money. Go ahead and join right now. Do not wait. There's a lot of scammers out there. Yes, not everybody is a scammer though. So this right here is the concept of almost equal lows. Again, below this, there is this FVG and this FVG. Let's see what happens. Here we have our reaction, and this was enough for me because I have very specific rules again. It's not because it is like a pin bar formation. it is enough for me to enter the trade even right here. So I called the trade somewhere right here. Let's say it was somewhere right here. With a stop loss, I think I had a stop loss around here. You can check it out if you join the signals. Actually, the stop loss was this one. Exactly, it was a tighter stop loss, way tighter than I remember. So let's put the stop loss. Very nice, I had a very tight stop loss. And then you can go and of course target this area as well. Okay, let's see how this would be playing out. Boom, look, 7.4 to 1 reward to risk. And if your bias is telling you right here that you can go even higher, even though this would have been a great target, right here, if your bias is telling you you can go all the way up here, let's say, for this liquidity, let's see how this would be playing out right now. I'm gonna be moving forward. Let me minimize this thing a little bit and let me go ahead and play it forward, where you can see you would have hit this one as well. And then you would have been stopped out if you would be very greedy and if you would like to go all the way up there. Now, what do we see? A very important thing. I did not take this trade though. If I take you back in time, actually I will extend this one, you will see that we did also hit this fair value gap. This is why the concept of this video, and I'm gonna be making a lot of similar videos for you, for all of you. Those are free videos. I hope that you appreciate them because trust me, I'm not getting paid almost anything from YouTube. So for those of you who do not choose to enter any of my programs because of any reason, because you don't want to, because you don't have enough money to, then this is more than enough. This is free content. You would laugh if I would show you how much I'm getting paid from YouTube, from advertising. It is almost nothing. So this is free material for you, okay, to perfect your trading even without the need to purchase any of my services. So there you go. This is absolutely free content. I hope that you appreciate it. So I keep moving forward and I'm saying right here that even this fair value gap was tested. So if I take you now back in time, since I had a bullish bias overall, you will see that the first trade that I called and then I closed at break even, this trade right here, even this trade with a target over here would be playing out if I would let it play out. There you go. This would be one win. Let's say that you entered somewhere here. What did price do? Because the bias, let's say that you entered here, let's say somewhere here, for a 2 to 1 almost, a little bit more than 2 to 1. Okay, this was a break even for me. This one, the second one, your bias is still bullish. Do not forget about that. So this was your second trade and you saw I had a very specific stop loss that I showed you from the signal service, which does not lie, by the way. Here we are. You have a 7.3 to 1 and the other fair value gap, if your bias still remains bullish, look what price did. Let's see. Only on one time frame. Okay, here we go. Of course, here people would be entering right here with a tight stop loss and they would be stopped out. But if you would be entering somewhere after this candlestick or with a larger, let's say, stop loss, not a very tight one. So let's say that your stop loss is below this area in this occasion and you would be targeting up here again. Look what happened, guys. Again, all of those fair value gaps played out. Now in realistic conditions, let's see, you might be entering, let's say, right here on this one. I didn't take this trade, by the way. I took the previous two trades and this is the one that I let play out only. So let's say that here you would be taking this one because you wouldn't know the future. Maybe if you have your stop loss below the area, this is absolutely fine. But to be absolutely honest, I think that my stop loss would be tighter somewhere around here. So let's see. I would have been stopped out 99% out of this trade. I just want to show you that all of those three fair value gaps would be absolutely valid. Now, of course, because of the things that I know, I'm adjusting to the market. It is a little bit tough for me to tell you where I would have placed my stop loss. Recently, I prefer a little bit larger stop losses, but here you see from the signals that I called a very tight stop loss as an example. Okay, so it is tough for me to tell you if this would be a winning trade for me. Maybe if I would have taken it, my stop loss would have been right here. It depends on the market conditions. So you can see people claim lots of times that this is in retrospect when it is not in retrospect, because you will see that even here I bought on a smaller time frame. This is on the 1 minute time frame. Look right here. I have proof that I took this trade as well. Here we are on the 15 minute. If I take this one and I extend it a little bit, you will see that I took this trade as well, guys, with a stop loss right below this area right here. And then I targeted a 2.5 to 1 reward to risk. But when price came back, look at this, I closed it. You see that I closed it with a 0.06% win, which is a break even, of course. And I said, setup invalidated after this aggressive market structure shift on the 1 minute towards the downside. Here you go. And this is exactly this one right here. Okay, we are at the same exact spot, at the same exact place. Let's say it is just, I think, the 1 minute here. So if I go back to the 1 minute within this area, let's see. Yeah, there you go. Here we are on the 1 minute. And if I go a little bit forward, there you go. This was the entry right here, as you see. But I said after this reversal on the 1 minute, let's go exactly where it happened. I think it was somewhere right here. Yep. There you go. You see it is the similar thing exactly. I said what I said, setup invalidated after this aggressive market structure shift on the 1 minute towards the downside. But then later on, I entered again, and you can see proof of it again. What does this one resemble? It resembles this one. So it is not in retrospect. For those of you who are just coming in my channel to hate and say that everything I'm showing is in retrospect. As a matter of fact, I'm taking only very specific setups. I have had only one loss this past month. I will admit that I had a great April, May, June and July, and then August and September haven't been good, okay? But I had so many things to do and so many people were moaning in my signals because we didn't have a lot of trading setups when they should be focusing only on the good setups. This is something that was my issue. I changed this thing in my mindset and I said I'm gonna provide you guys with the best setups, because the point here is for us to maximize profits. It is not for us to take 1 billion setups and win way less or even lose. We want to take only some setups. Even one of those trades would have been more than enough for a week, okay, within a week, even though we had more winning trades. Only those setups that are the winning setups. We want to decrease the number of setups and trades that we are taking. If you are willing to engage in gambling activities, please do not even come close to buying any of my services. You belong to another type of trading, which is actually gambling. I do not engage in gambling activities, nor do I advocate that anyone should do so. You should be very careful with your risk and your risk management, even though I'm not a financial advisor. And the less setups you take and the best setups you take, the more money or the more profits in general you're gonna be making. So FVGs is the way to go, and Chris FX Academy mentorship and signals is the way to go as well. I will be making more videos such as this one. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, share it with your friends. This is gonna do it for today, traders, and thank you all for watching. Until next time.